A major concern on the roads tonight. This is a live look on Highway 50 in South Lake Tahoe. People have been stuck in bumper-to-bumper traffic just as more snow is about to hit overnight. Within the last couple of hours, Nevada's governor declared he intends to issue a state of emergency related to the storm and storm conditions. This declaration will allow Nevada state officials to order cars on Highway 50, Highway 207, and Highway 28 to turn around and head back into Nevada. They say this will help prevent drivers from becoming stranded overnight on the roadways, potentially running out of gas in sub-freezing temperatures without access to emergency services. We reached out to Governor Newsom's office and just heard back from Cal OES, who says they continue to monitor the situation. Now, these are the conditions that we've been seeing all day. Bumper-to-bumper traffic on Highway 50. And we've also seen major traffic backups today on I-80, just hours after the interstate reopened to essential travel only. Keep in mind, people have been trying to get home after these roads were closed for days due to our record snow. And we have live team coverage tonight. ABC 10 meteorologist Carly Gomez is tracking that incoming snow and rain in the valley. ABC 10's Luke Cleary has been along Highway 50 speaking with travelers today. But we begin with ABC 10's Giacomo Luca just off I-80 in Applegate. Giacomo, what are you seeing tonight?
Well, Mike, you can see just behind us are those semis. They're being stopped off of I-80, not being allowed to pass as Caltrans halts all non-essential big rigs as they urge others to avoid traveling tonight. Still, thousands made the trek, nearly turning 80 into a parking lot. Traffic slowed to a crawl along I-80 just hours after eastbound lanes reopened Tuesday night. Many of these cars full of families and other holiday travelers who have been stuck since Mother Nature dumped mounds of snow over the weekend.
We knew the traffic was going to be super bad, but we're just trying to get home back to Truckee.
Stuck at his in-laws in Oroville since Christmas Eve, Ryan Kosich is prepared to wait hours to get home.
Yeah, we're doing all we can just to get back tonight, just so we're comfortable.
Essential travel only, urges Caltrans, as transportation crews continue working to clear feet of snow and countless downed trees.
So I was stuck until they told me.
Leon Werzer learned the hard way, getting stuck in deep slush on the way to his Colfax home. Only able to get out after a little help from the CHP, the resident of 12 years says he hasn't seen snow like this here before.
I've had 4 inches, I've had 5 inches, but it didn't last.
Meanwhile, dozens of truckers like Shabaj Singh are being halted at Applegate until it's safe. He's trying to get home to Canada.
New Year's is coming, so I want to be home as soon as possible. Let's see if that happens.
For us in
now, I know
Applegate
so
tonight.
many people are going to be crossing their fingers this evening, hoping that Mother Nature will give us a window to let so many people get across the mountain range before a big storm potentially could hit next week or in the coming days.
Okay,
Back
Giacomo, something to watch out for. Thank you. And we want to take a live look along I-80 tonight. This is at Kingvale. Some good news here is things on I-80 right now are looking somewhat better than they were earlier tonight. But again, agencies are warning that I-80 is for essential travel only. If you do not need to travel through the Sierra tonight, do not get on the roads. Meanwhile, we continue to track massive power outages in the Sierra and the foothills tonight. And this is a live look at the PG&E outage map. PG&E is encouraging people to check the status of their outages on the PG&E map. If you're without power and you think it needs to be reported, you can do so on PG&E's website. This is new video tonight out of downtown Grass Valley. The area looking like a virtual ghost town. Emergency crews have been working around the clock to get the power back on. Still, it's been days for tens of thousands of people to sit in the dark in freezing cold temperatures. And these are new images tonight from CAL FIRE. They say engine crews have been out with hand crews, including staff from the National Guard, to clear roads. These pictures were taken in Nevada County around Alta Sierra, where tree removal continues tonight. CAL FIRE says they're coordinating and sharing resources across the Highway 174 and Highway 49 corridors into Nevada County as they prepare for the next storm tonight. They add they have all of their county volunteer and state engine companies fully staffed. Let's check in with Carly Gomez, who's watching what's happening. Carly, how worried should we be tonight?
You know, all those people stuck out there, I am just praying for them because it is definitely cold. We know that 80 now has been open and some people trying to get through before the next storm arrives, and it is here. We're already starting to see some of that slush at lower elevations right now, and more of that snow hitting some of the higher elevations. Taking a look at 80 at Applegate, cars trying to get through as well. And a lot of people have destinations they're just trying to come back from or go to. So we understand that this has been a pretty historic event, and heavy snow over the last few days and really the last week has brought those snow totals up. Looking at our radar right now, you can see some of the rain and showers spreading to northern areas of the Sacramento Valley and now through the Sierra this morning. We're in the overnight hours into your morning hours, I should say. We do expect some of the heaviest snow from midnight to 7 a.m. and we'll see that winter storm warning continue to be in effect until Wednesday 10 p.m. and then the winter weather advisory. You can see it here in this purple shade. This extends all the way down the coastal range at some lower elevations from Orland north along I-5. We could even see a dusting of snow in the valley spots along I-5 north here. So do expect that to be in effect until 12 p.m. on Wednesday. Right now in the Gilmore backyard, a nice evening. The wind kind of picking up just a tiny bit. Mid to low 40s right now. Cold temperatures to come this week. We'll talk more about that coming up, Mike.
Pay close attention. And we want to take another live look in South Lake Tahoe tonight. As we've been mentioning, cars have been crawling along for hours. Families are trying to get home after the highway was closed for days, many of them not returning home since before Christmas. Again, Nevada's governor is reportedly announcing plans to get people off the roads tonight in Nevada before that next storm hits overnight. And take a look at this. This is new video tonight from Nicole Goff, who says she was stuck in traffic for at least 7 hours today in the Tahoe area. She shot this video showing a semi-truck trying to cut through the mess, creating its own lane in the process. Again, officials are stressing that if you do not need to travel through the Sierra tonight, do not do it. ABC 10's Luke Cleary was along Highway 50 today looking at the conditions there.
We set out this morning to cover the record snowfall from deep in the Sierra, but this traffic jam stood in our way. People here have been waiting for as long as 3 hours in bumper-to-bumper traffic on a long and potentially dangerous journey to the mountains.
This is the only way to go, so, it is what it is.
When Interstate 80 closed, it changed a lot of plans.
Well, the plan was to go to 80, so this was the second route.
But it didn't stop thousands of people from trying to get to Lake Tahoe.
It is bumper to bumper. Some people honk their horns because they get mad and all, but it's all right.
Cars and trucks crawl along the winding mountain roads, some pulling off at Placerville's Apple Bistro.
Oh, it's been crazy.
Owner Jeanette Waldo says many could end up getting stuck.
They need to be prepared. You got to bring your chains, and when it gets really bad, they want chains on all four wheels.
What's the plan?
Nothing much, just hanging out the snow, but there is a lot of traffic, so we just decided to stop here.
For Diego Martinez and his family, snowball fights are helping pass the time before they head back home to Arbuckle. For people who live in the area, though, things could get worse before they get better.
We're having lunch because we have no power in our home.
Gail Gloria found refuge at Apple Bistro after she says 17 trees fell in her neighborhood, taking out power and blocking the only driveway out. She and some others trudged up the hill with their kids. People might say, hey, you live on the mountains, you're used to snowstorms.
Oh no, this is our very first year. We moved here a year ago.
The locals that I've known, the older mountain people that are on our hill that have been here for 10 years, 20 years, they just hunker down. They have it, they're prepared, they stay away from all this as much as possible.
Highway 50 remains open to Lake Tahoe while parts of eastbound I-80 now reopen, but Caltrans says if you don't absolutely have to make this journey tonight, you should probably wait.
So if you're looking for road conditions, check the Caltrans Quick Map before you travel. This is what it looks like, and the web address is there on your screen. For days, we've been reporting that navigation apps are taking people on the back roads, causing unneeded rescues for emergency crews. So you can find a link to this quick map on abc10.com/links.